Okay. So, I guess any questions since there was a little bit of a break between the last one and now? Any questions before we?
Want to check into it?
Yeah,
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Probably will.
I don't know.
All right, we're on the slow third mode. You got that, John?
So this is
Slow third mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. So let's just get some levels, sing the scale, and then we'll start reading through some music. All right. So my thought is just to sing through Lord I've Cried, just straight through, since we already sang it before, and then to go on. Would people rather do the verses of the Psalms, like let's say the third page? Do you have the verses of the Psalms? Yeah, those. All the verses.
Before that.
Yeah, the verses of the Psalms before that, the quick ones.
But could have 22 of them.
Yeah. So it's a question of, do we just sing through them quickly, or do we skip them and just go straight to the slow Stichera?
I say go to the Stichera.
Okay.
That's what I vote for.
Okay.
People.
Yeah.
What does the audience want?
This is a total request.
Unless there's anything we should.
Not necessarily. I mean, they're just fast things. I think there's nothing in those that will be new to you guys. It's just the same things we've been talking about before. Just as little scale changes, enharmonic to diatonic, and back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing weird. All right, so let's sing "Lord I've Cried." Na na, Lord, I have cried unto Thee. Hearken unto me. Hearken unto me, O Lord. Lord, I have cried unto Thee. Hearken unto me. Attend to the voice of my supplication. When I cry unto Thee, hearken unto me, O Lord. Any questions?
Just unfamiliar. I forgot how fast it moves.
Yeah.
I mean, not fast, but like how.
Lots of rhythms going through, and they all feed off of each other.
All right, we'll snap back into it in a second.
Yeah. Then we can, and the only thing that I still have to figure out what I prefer. The second line of it, hearken on, or hearken on to. So I'm not sure what I want to do there. Part of me wants to do the sharp, but it's not necessary because it's not written. So, is that my prayer? Na, let Yeah. I was gonna say.
How far wrong can you go?
All right.
The lifting up, the lift, or is it lift?
The lifting.
Okay, I
Yeah.
shot it too high. But
Knees,
I know it's a knee, but
Yeah.
I can't get a knee. I guess I'll
Yeah, I went up too high too.
A knee.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you both went up to a pa.
Yeah.
Just,
I have a fourth instead of a.
Yeah. And then sometimes that one also the lifting up. So, but I didn't do that. Just another way since there's holds there. You gotta do something. Slow Stichera, verse number 1, Stichera number 1.
Wait, after the song.
Mm-hmm. All right, got it. We'll just take the same note. Let's see. Should we just sing this one straight through? Do you want to try?
The verse okay, but yeah, if we can do this to here, I want to do the
the pavu.
yeah.
Okay.
And the
It's been a while.
Yeah. The na na. Yep. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may confess thy name. What's our first note?
God.
Nope.
No, pas, these.
Yep.
Because it starts with a God.
It ends on,
It
the
ends on
previous
pa.
thing ends on pa,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
we
wait,
go,
I see.
then we go up 3 from pa.
Okay.
Pa, vi, gavu, ga, vi, zo, vi, gavu, ga, Gagavu Vupa Vivi Kezo Nizo Kevi Gavu Pani Ni. What's our note?
What?
Need to
K?
Is it okay?
Did I K? No.
It's okay.
It
Yeah.
is K.
Ni Kezo Nizo Kezo Kevi Gavu Gavi Kevi Gagavu Vupa Kezo Kevi Gavi Kevi Gavi Gavu Pavu Ga. All right, how was that? Was that an okay speed
yeah, that was good.
for sight reading?
Yeah, just for sight reading, that wasn't bad.
All right. Nothing weird.
No.
All right, words. Bring my soul out of prison. Na na. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may confess thy name. By thy cross, O Christ, our Savior, the dominion of death hath been destroyed, and
had been abolished, and the race of man having been saved by faith, doth ever offer praise to thee. On the praise, when you, again, the voice fluctuated. But if you didn't fluctuate it, you go da 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 da.
Yep.
Okay.
Praise to thee. But because you have that rearticulation, it's nice to flutter into it. So, praise to thee. And specifically in third mode, you see that a bunch, where you have the na. That's just all over the place. So, yeah. Any questions on that one?
No, I mean, it was...
Just keep going forward.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. And we're right under. Let me see. That's about an F. So I was kind of curious as to where we were in pitch. So. No, the righteous. The righteous shall wait patiently for me until thou shalt reward me. Another one of those little flutters there.
Yeah.
This one, again, no names or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Notes, yeah.
The
from Kaspar.
Right.
Yep. Thee can thee gavu gavu ga. Thee can thee can zor can thee gavu ga. Thee can zor can thee ga ga vu vu pa. Thee can zor can thee ga vu pa vu ga vu pa pa ni. What it? Yep.
God.
Nope. You were right in pitch, but not in note name.
Wait, it ends in a what? What's it, a knee? No, did it?
Oh, so it's thee, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Thee.
Thee can thee gavu ga. Thee ga thee can thee gavu ga. Thee can zo can thee ga thee ga ga vu vu pa. Can zo can thee ga.
Right, stop.
Yep. Can zo can thee ga.
You have to, no.
Can zo can thee ga.
What?
Kezu.
Are we, this is Death Ever Offer Praise to Thee?
No, raining, right? We're...
What, doth ever?
Death Ever Offer Praise.
Sorry.
Maybe you oh, I
My bad.
reading the line.
No, I was looking right to the next page. That's 115.
Yeah.
What the heck? I know it's all right. All right, sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Well, okay. Yeah, I know it's just kind of
Yeah.
Stuck.
Okay, let's go Death Ever Alpha Raise.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know how.
Alright.
Was that a natural zo or is that a flat? Can you?
That's just a zo flat.
Just a zo flat.
Zo. Yes,
Is that a flat? No. What would be
Yep.
natural? Zo.
Oh, so
that would have been okay. Zo.
Yep. And then let's go back to the beginning of Stichera number 2. We have all things have been enlightened, and we have a note. We have the little guy on ga, right?
Yes.
The enharmonic symbol.
Yeah, and that means. Do you guys remember what it means? There's 2 answers to this question.
Well, you shift out of the diatonic mode.
Right.
To the enharmonic mode. So that means that the notes below this have the enharmonic relation rather than the diatonic relation. So it's like what 12, 12, 6.
Yep. Yeah.
12, 12, 10.
10, 8. Yeah.
12, 10, 8. 12, 10, 8.
Yeah. So then, essentially, whatever is beneath this. So this is ga. So that means that vu is going to be 6, and then pa is going to be 12, and ni is going to be 12. And so that just means that instead of it being a low vu, it's that regular Western scale vu. So that's just there. And so essentially it means the vu is going to be slightly sharper than a diatonic scale would be. And then if you notice on enlightened, at the end of that, we have another symbol which cancels the original symbol, but then says now, what does that one say? Do you see where I am? The is on
enlightened right before
yeah.
is on cast. So that means, what does that mean? That means zo's flat.
Zo's flat. Yep.
Until
you see something else.
Right. until it's not, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which would be.
Let's see. Does
Well,
it get canceled?
Does it ever cancel? How do you cancel it?
No,
Something else?
it's not canceled. Yeah. Yeah, it stays flat the entire time.
Well, okay. If how would you figure that out on
So
here?
if you look at the scale
chaos
chart
right here. I just want to know because this would help.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the scale chart.
Yeah, so where we are here is
yeah, I found that
here.
out. But this, when you get the care, when you said then you have to. That's the K with.
So the K on K is this guy.
Oh, okay, there it is. And then it's a general.
So that means it says zo flat.
Okay, so this helps.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of sharp vus after that, but that doesn't cancel it. So what would cancel it? Like what would you see that would cancel it?
You would see another one of those scale change symbols.
Okay.
So
you're already in harmonic, so you would see that. So if you saw like something that sent you back to diatonic, that would undo it.
Yeah. Well, let's say because remember these are like local scale changes, a lot of them. Then if we see another one, here, let me get off of my screen here. So we saw this guy,
right,
and then he was canceled by this guy.
Oh, so it is canceled at that.
Yep.
At that flat
so
sign.
this one no longer applies, which is why, if you notice, you have sharps on the third line.
Oh, okay, so
And whilst because they want to keep vu high. They wouldn't do that if this one was still acting. If this one was still acting, you wouldn't have the sharps because you wouldn't need them because it'd already be a high.
Right, it would already be high. Right.
Yeah.
And so that's called the tilt.
Which guy?
This. Just look at the whilst. One of the whilst.
No, that's just your regular. This
Okay,
one is just a regular sharp.
Oh, just a regular sharp.
Yeah.
Okay, so that,
Yeah.
that
This
doesn't
guy.
apply.
Okay, so this.
Okay.
There's
No,
a
don't worry.
difference.
I'm just trying to read the chart. I haven't been using it. Now I should be able to use it.
So this one is just your regular sharp. Right.
That I know. Okay.
This one's your regular flat.
Right. And I didn't
This
know.
one is your general flat, we were saying.
General flat.
And then this one is your general sharp. Okay, it's just up there. And
Isn't
this,
it? Oh, okay. Yeah. Right.
and then this one is your enharmonic scale, or it just says that locally you're going to go into enharmonic, and it depends on what note you're on, but the way to understand this is that everything beneath it is going to be 6, 12, 12 underneath it. So from this to the note below it is 6, the note below that is 12, the note below that is 12. And then what you were looking at, the thing called tilt or cliton, is this plus an extender at the top.
Oh.
Okay, so they're different.
Okay.
But then this one, just to let you know, this is normally what the epistle is supposed to be read in, at least in the Byzantine churches. And if I recall, I don't think about that scale change, but you do see it from time to time. But that one's the one that goes. I have to think about how to. Let me look at the scale chart real quick. Cause that one.
I didn't realize they had a special tone for the readings.
Yeah, that's.
I wonder how they derive it. I wonder how they derive it, or maybe you just don't hear people do it.
You'll hear the professionals do it like that. Sometimes they do it other things. I won't sing this one right now until I actually look at it, because it's not one that's on the top of my head.
But when you have a general sharp, it's written on the vu general sharp, and the ga is supposed to be sounded in the sharp, according to this chart. And I just want to make sure I read that right too. The ke zo is flat. We know that. When you see the sharp.
When you see the ga.
The ga is supposed to be sharp.
No. This is ga. This is the symbol on ga, and this means vu sharp.
Oh, okay.
That's what we were discussing. I think it was a few weeks ago.
Okay.
That I should probably put. I put it there the way that the Greek chart I had was put.
All right.
And so it says ga, and then it says vu.
Right.
And then it has this, and then it has this. And this essentially means that when you see this means this.
Oh,
and then on the opposite side.
That's confusing now, but I get it now.
Yeah, and
so you should just draw an arrow like this.
On the opposite side, you also put it. It means ke and going to zo. And then this one is this symbol, which means this. I guess I can stick in Greek. I'm gonna write in Greek. So, yeah. So this one. Hello.
Hi, I apologize for being late, but my son got a huge promotion at work, so we had to go out and celebrate.
Oh, wonderful.
So, but I need it, so.
All right. That's fantastic, though.
Oh, yes, he's now going to be the sound manager at the State Theater.
And nice.
At Paul's church, yeah?
Yes, He was just the mere running lapdog of the sound manager, and now he's going to be in charge of a project because they're going all digital.
Nice.
With that, so he was just like 2 hours of venting, and I'm like, cool. And God was thrown in, so orthodoxy.
Nice.
Yes, that's really exciting. So, forgive my lateness.
That's awesome. No problem at all. Everything is forgiven in the resurrection.
Yes. And if he turns out to be Orthodox Christian, yes.
Even more exciting.
Even more exciting, yes.
That's awesome. Would you like some music, or would
yes,
you like
please, because I haven't even had a chance to go home yet.
I know, yeah. Here you are. That's cool.
Yes. I feel very, very happy right now. The thought that he's doing well, and he's even thinking about orthodoxy.
Nice.
I just blown away.
Nice, that's awesome. All right, so does that make sense to you all?
Oh, it makes sense now. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
That went out for that particular
Yeah.
moment.
No, yeah. I will have to put arrows or something just to say, since we had that discrepancy, multiple times. So, we're on Stichera number 2, verse number 2. So I guess we'll just read it through all the words.
Okay.
Cool. Na na, the righteous shall wait patiently for thee until thou shalt reward me. All things have been enlightened. the whole of creation doth ever offer praise to thee.
We do that last one again.
yeah, I noticed, Jeff, that you turned the wrong page again.
Yeah.
Anything?
Just, well, yeah, I want to, like, that doth ever offer praise to thee.
Oh, sure, yeah. So, the creation doth ever offer praise to thee.
Okay, I think I got the rhythm that time.
Cool. Any questions or verse number 3? All right. Yeah, we'll sing that. And this one just changed a little bit. Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
When you guys are done, I was wondering if each could bring down a couple metal chairs. We're having a rummage sale. So,
Sure.
Yeah,
Wait,
just, you know, just
from
We'll just get
upstairs.
it out.
yeah,
Just
upstairs,
get it out of there.
bring them downstairs. Yeah,
Okay.
we're bringing them down.
Where do you want them?
Pardon, I guess probably in here, anywhere where you find space. Or I started putting them in here, so that might be good.
Are they all going down? Or
Eventually, but
Okay.
yeah, just as many as you want to bring down.
okay.
Don't want you to
Sure.
stay here
True,
till
that could be
midnight.
like.
Yeah, but I thought every time someone comes, if they can bring a couple chairs down, by the end
Yeah.
of the week, they'll all be down.
And there's always Wednesday Vespers too.
Yeah.
So.
Okay,
Yeah, oh,
thank you.
yes.
You guys sound great.
Thank God.
Thank
Thank
you.
God. Verse number 3 is Stichera number 3.
Okay.
Na na.
Out
Out of the depths have I cried unto thee, O Lord, O Lord, hear my voice. Do that again, or is that okay?
Yes, please.
Okay.
For some reason, I lost the rhythm on that. I don't know what I'm.
Okay.
That's kind of, I mean, I don't know, for some reason that strikes me as odd, because it just keeps on going right through the...
Yeah, they don't pause,
Yeah.
which is weird. Because what I would do,
Yeah.
if I, no,
Yeah, with
out of
the
the
V.
depths have I cried unto thee, O Lord, O Lord, or something,
Yeah.
you know. But, alas, maybe we'll rewrite that one as a group.
Group decision.
Yeah, we'll rewrite the music locally. Out of the depths have I cried unto thee, O Lord, O Lord, hear my voice. And I think the clarity in that comes from the flutters. Like if you get the little flutters on the repeated esons, then that just helps it all speak. Okay, sticker number 3, the note name.
Okay, there's a lot going on in this one. I kind of read it
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Any you want to look at it or?
Yeah, because there's a lot of, like, it'll go down enharmonic and then it shifts back to diatonic, and there's, like, lots of flats and sharps, I think.
Yeah, and most of it, I mean, I think what we said before was that you'll probably do it naturally.
Yeah, probably.
But I glorify, you have the
Yeah, there's the enharmonic, and then at might, that's when it goes back to diatonic, right?
No, that's when you change the place where yes and no. It cancels the previous symbol, so the entire scale is now diatonic,
Right.
but then we have Zo flat all the time.
Right, with the K.
Yeah.
But that's not so
Right.
Yeah, so it acts pretty much the same way as if you were to be enharmonic on Zo, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that it's
'Cause
just one note.
Yeah.
It's only one note.
Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4. On the fourth line,
Mhm.
there's again the enharmonic sign.
Yep.
And then at the end of the line,
Now you know that you're going to do something and change your position in the scale. Because you have divisible, uncreate. And so now you know you're going to go up into the, what we would call like the upper part of the scale. So normally we were on dun da 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 da, just in there. And then every so often, da 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 da. But this one, now we're going to go da 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 da. we're gonna
So what?
switch.
Okay, so I guess I'm not quite sure what these two things are doing for me here. Uncreated.
Okay.
The first one.
Let me switch my. Okay. So we have.
Is that just a sharp?
Yeah, the first one's
So
just sharp.
that's just on VU, right? Is that VU there? So that's just V sharp.
V.
V.
Yeah. So.
And K. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, right. Because then you're in K again.
Yeah. So this guy is just the sharp on V.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you have next is then you have this guy.
Oh, and that's the diatonic sign on K.
Yep, the diatonic sign for K. So that one cancels all the previous symbols, or any of the symbol that's acting currently, and says that you're going to be diatonic from K. And that just, the only thing that allows you to do is to make sure that your zo is in the correct placement. And that's why the Isan changes the K's, because we're going to essentially be operating in this K, zo, ni, zo, K, the same, almost like, you remember the plagal first, the brief plagal one where like, yeah. That type of thing is what we're entering into right here.
Okay.
So a little bit slower. So it'll be created Godhead. So locally, it sounds like a one. You know, that's just that same thing. And then the Trinity, and goes right back out of it. Yeah, that's a hard Trinity. So
it's above. Wait a minute. Okay, you're not changing scales because that's above on Trinity. I hope not. If we're below, if the sign were below, that would be changing scales.
I know we're changing scales.
We are. You are. Okay.
Yeah, essentially that's just saying. That before we had diatonic,
No, yes. Right.
and fully, let's say fully diatonic, because we always have portions of diatonic here, but our zo is now going to be flattened again, whereas on uncreated, it was removed. Then we had the natural zo.
Okay, but you're on Trinity. I just wondered, are you going into? You're leaving diatonic, right, and going into inharmonic, or is that?
So
Something
there
And it's above the symbol just because that's where there's room for it.
I was wondering why above.
Yeah.
And the second, if
above
we
or
are
below.
changing
Doesn't
the
matter,
scale,
okay.
It doesn't matter. Now,
what is
above or
it
below.
changing as far as?
The only time it matters is if you have a combo symbol above or below. Then kind of matters, but then it's also by where it should be placed. But in that case, it's just on top because it's convenient.
But it is in harmonic we're going into, right? Or not?
Yeah, well, it's the general flat. Which,
That's all those are flat again.
Yeah. So
zo goes back to flat. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like that symbol above K means all the zo's after they're flat.
Yep. And so if
Until
you
they're not.
Right.
if you look,
And it's not above. Yes.
Which happens.
Right.
this is what our diatonic scale is here. And so then what ends up happening is that this changes so that it's becomes 12. And see, this is mi, fa, vu, ga, ga to v, v to k, k to zo. So this becomes 6 here. So this is 12, 12, 6.
Right.
And then this one gets to be a bigger jump just to make it all make sense. Then you have 12. But this still remains 8, 10, 12 down here. And that's just because this zo here became flattened zo. Because you had that you had here, you had K
Right.
with that
thing.
with the symbol either above or below it.
Okay.
It makes sense, except it wouldn't be a lot easier just to put a flat on.
Well,
I mean,
But then, but imagine.
But in that case,
Right,
don't tell me what would happen.
you'd have to put so
Like
many
universal-
flats throughout the music. This is a way of conserving ink. No, I don't know. Maybe it was an economic reason that they decided to put that there.
okay, and then that gets turned off again on the top of page 115.
On the top of. Yep.
On,
Yep.
on
Yep.
2.
Yep. On
Now
2.
you're back to diatonic again, and then that gets changed yet again on the last line.
Now let's see. Why would they change it again? Reigning unto eternity forever. reason why you need it there.
It's not doing anything for you.
D4. No. I mean, there's no zo after that.
Yeah, that's true.
D forever. I don't know.
Is there some kind of orthographic reason? You can't end on a...
Maybe it's supposed to continue into verse 4.
I don't know.
Can't end in diatonic?
No, I don't see why you could.
That can't be true, can it?
No, that can't be true.
All right.
I don't know. Not
Maybe
sure.
there's typo.
Yeah, maybe that's just an addition that was like, oh, this would be nice to have there, and it's not really necessary. Yeah, no, there's no real reason for it to be there. Yeah. Okay. Shall we sing through it?
I guess. Looks hard.
Um,
Lots of like long melismatic things and
yeah.
dots after the gorgons and lots of modulus. Okay.
Na na. That's our pa.
Oh.
Vivi kediga voga voga vivi kege kezo kedi galiga gali gali vike viga gavo voka. One thing before we keep going is that, do you notice how there's a lot of repetition in this, in all these hymns that we've been doing? Just, you know, na na. We've seen that I don't know how many times, and a lot of other things that are just similar and constantly repeated because they're characteristics of slow tone 3. So pa ke ni zo ke zo ke vi ga go ga ga vi ke ga vi ga ga go go pa ke vi ga go ga go ga vi ga vi ke zo ke vi ke zo ni fa ni zo ke vi ke vi ga ga vi ke zo ke vi ga ga vo vo pa vi ke zo ni fa ni zo ke di ga
Yeah. After all the explanation,
Yep.
still nothing.
I didn't get that last part.
So let me re-sing Reigning Unto Eternity.
Yeah.
Let me sing it once, then let me get you guys to do the Isan so you kind of see why it does that. And then we'll sing it.
Difficult.
Yep. So, ascends, reigning unto eternity forever. Okay? Does that at least...
I guess I remember that's how the brief one goes. Forever.
Yep.
Except it takes a lot less time to get there.
Yeah. Let's, how about you guys sing the Isan?
Okay.
And then we'll get you guys to do the melody again. So, ni ga di ke ga. That's how dry I am. Ni ga di ke zo ke di ga. Putting it into.
Okay, there's a story there.
Yeah. All right. So ni raining unto. Let's do that one more time. So raining unto eternity. Nope. Stick with.
I know nothing
Okay,
about
so
this song.
Raining unto. Okay, so that's how that goes.
Yeah.
Right.
Raining unto eternity. Okay.
Okay. Boy, that's okay.
So the raining unto eternity. So that's the yeah, you guys got it.
I'm not singing the words. I'm just humming.
That's fine.
Because it's easier.
I still, but I heard words and I heard so it was all good. But the ga at the end was right. So unto eternity. Unto eternity forever. Nice.
That's cool.
That is way cool. Why are we doing Islam like this at the chanter stand?
What do you mean? Not doing Isan at all? Or,
I know.
yeah.
We should be.
I mean, if we have enough people, I mean, it's nice.
How do we learn that though?
Well, the difficulty I found is that when, like, let's say I were to tell someone, at least in my background, if I told someone, sing Isan, they'd be like, what? And then they try, but then it would fail.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you either, one, grew up with it, two, were really strong on your part, or if there were a bunch of people and they could all, like, battle together.
Mm-hmm.
And at least I personally prefer it not to be me singing melody and everyone else singing Isan.
Mm-hmm.
Because then when would you learn melody?
Yeah.
You'd just be singing melody or Isan all the time. So, I don't know. We can do whatever we want, but...
Okay, I'm still thinking about this conversation I had with my son and talking about Orthodox music in terms of when you've got the Isan going and then the melody. There's something about it that is so unique and so wonderful that we're really not presenting worship as it could be to the parishioners.
Yeah.
By not having, because this particular moment, you could almost sense what it should be about.
Yep.
Well, we would have to practice that like we practice the melody.
Yeah.
It's not worshipful either if you go up there and like you can't stick with the ease on. You pull the guy singing melody off. Well, they just keep on supporting you.
I mean, it is really nice. Like there was a chanter in Pittsburgh, and he would not really let people sing Isan for him, and so I always sang melody, and it had a whole different feel than when you have the Isan there, and it feels a little more full.
Yeah.
And then sometimes the Isan actually can hold through the breaths, like not that they can still say the words, because most of the time in Pittsburgh, we, as our choir, we would always say the words unless it was very specific things if you couldn't see the music, or certain instances when we didn't want the words. But in general, they would still hold, let's say, essence, at the end. So it's pa, gavu pa, so it'd be essence, re, and then because they would take a breath somewhere else. So then the melody takes a breath, but everyone forgets that the melody took a breath because they didn't hear a pause in something else.
Yeah.
So then you can kind of go back and forth and stagger breaths, even though you're not actually on the same pitch. Somehow you confuse people, or you let them ignore the fact that any breaths were taken.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, if we want to practice Isan sometime, we can practice Isan.
Yeah.
It's I mean, it is harder because you're kind of on your own. I mean, it sounded good when all three of you were doing it.
Yeah, there was something.
So.
I think that's what I was on Sunday. You weren't there at Matins,
I wasn't.
but Father at one point came out from under the altar, and he actually stood with the chanter stand. He was doing one of the resurrectional Caravassia, I think it was. And somehow Peter and I fell into the right Isan.
Oh yeah.
And there was just something that was just like, I mean, Anna and Jonathan basically dropped out, or they actually ended up catching up with us. And something happened. It was just like, why can't we be like this all the time? It was just, it's still this, just, and hearing this again, I want to learn how to do this.
I used to do like morning liturgies at 7 a.m. every Tuesday as part of like our OCF thing, college thing, and it was normally later on in the game it was me and one guy, and singing the chant, and he would do Isan. He was awesome at Isan, and I would do melody, and I was okay, but I was okay, and it was so fun because the acoustics plus just having both of it there very strong, it just worked really well. And when you have both there, it's really nice. But yeah, no, we'll get it.
Okay.
Some point, yeah.
Okay.
No.
You promise?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But let's do that one more time with Isan, and then and if you want to do words or no words, it's fine with me. So. Reigning unto eternity forever. Yeah. Okay, so let's all sing it together. So, the reigning.
Oh.
Reigning unto eternity forever. All right. All right. Should we move on? All right. Number 4. All right. This one's a short one. So, do you want to just do this one with the words?
Sure.
And just see how we do?
I'll go. The Stichera with the words.
Yep. Stichera with the words. Yeah. Na na. Let thine ears be attentive to the voice of my supplication. Thy precious cross to me worship, O Christ, and thy resurrection do we praise and glorify. For by thy wounding are we all healed. Let's do the last 2 lines from the pa in the middle. For by thy wounding.
Yeah.
For by thy wounding are we all healed.
Okay.
Cool. Any questions there? All right.
Easy as they go.
All right. You guys sing, and I do Isan.
Does this want me to sit?
Yep.
Okay.
Let thine ears be attentive.
Let thine ears be attentive to the voice of
put an Isan in there because for by thy wound there should be a ga there in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on the Isan there.
Uh-huh.
For by thy wound ga zo zo ke or ke zo zo ke, but the ga Isan should be there in my opinion. Otherwise, staying on ni the entire time is just kind of weird. Okay. Keep going, or do you guys want to do that again? Try it.
Yeah, let's try that
Should
again.
we try the Isan? We do Isan.
Much as I don't want to.
We could do Isan.
Do you want to sing through it once quicker with me?
Yes.
And then do it again with you guys?
Yes.
Okay, that precious cross. Or let's do. Let thine ears be attentive to the voice. So attentive to the voice of my supplication. Thy precious cross to me worship, O Christ, and thy resurrection do we praise and glorify. For by thy wounding are we all healed. Alright.
Alright. Right.
Alright, let me see real quick if I have something to help you guys. I don't know if I do.
Are you going to do
Let's see.
the mechanical?
Which is this? Nope. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this will be louder. There's not enough signal in here to do it.
Not
I'll
what?
have to get on the Wi-Fi. I don't have the Wi-Fi. Okay, we'll just do it, and then I'll see if I can get that to work. Let thine ears be attentive to the voice. Attentive to the voice. Voice of. Yep. Let thine ears be attentive to the voice of my supplication. Thy precious cross do we worship, O Christ, and thy resurrection do we praise and glorify. That's my friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Double tractors off or what?
No, my friend with her sister.
Oh.
Her younger sister. She kind of forced her into doing Isan. And then she ended up learning how to do Isan and doing okay with it.
That's pretty good.
So, just to hear kind of in context with both parts.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on. And we'll do one more thing since this was not too long. And then we'll be done for the night. And if anyone wants, I have a bunch of recordings for, not all the tones, but...
Who are they? Are you sisters of...
Well, that's...
Are they singing in the church? Are they...
They're just recording those. There's some of me doing them. We were putting them together for a priest in Alaska who didn't know, like, he didn't have anyone to chant, and they wanted to learn things, so they were like, well, we can read the music, but that doesn't give us everything. And so, because especially in Western music, you don't know certain Flutter things, you don't know other things, so there was a bunch of us that were trying to put together, like, if you get 8 people to individually do different tracks, you can get them done a lot more quickly. We never got all of them done, but the motivation also got pushed away because he got moved from his parish to another parish, and we were like, oh, well then we don't have to do it. Yeah, so.
But did they read Byzantine or Western notation?
She reads Byzantine. Her sister.
But in the church, I mean, in Alaska, do they have?
I don't know what they do.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Alaska, since it's from Russia, it's a lot of it Russian in so many.
Yeah, but I think
maybe this parish is trying to Byzantine.
I'm not sure whether it was a Russian parish or not. What type of parish it was? I'll have to look. I think it might have been a Greek parish though. I don't know. Verse number 5, Stichera number 5. Na na. If thou shouldest mark iniquities, O Lord, who shall stand? For with thee there is forgiveness. Does that make sense at the end? Forgiveness.
What's this over the 4? What is that?
Over the 4?
Yeah, forgiveness.
That 3 a little over 1.
Oh, yeah. So, what is it? This?
Right.
This thing?
I don't know. For some reason, that's confusing me.
Yeah. Okay. So which part?
I guess just that first symbol.
This guy?
Yeah.
As just there's significance elapron. You're conjoining elapron. You're
Yeah, that's it.
Is that right? Wait, I'm not sure we are. I'm not sure. Say it what? Where and what?
So let's see. What's it before? For with thee there is
Oh, okay. So it's just. I think it was like having them both together with that line under it. I didn't understand.
Oh, yeah.
That meant something different than just.
Yeah, if you.
So why is the line under it?
The reason the line is under it is because, one, for support. Which doesn't really answer any question.
No.
It supports it. But then what it does is after this guy,
It's the one
you go down.
confusing.
So then oftentimes when you do that, you put a line underneath this guy.
Okay.
Something to show you that it's going to go down afterwards, and so you put a line underneath it. For the same reason why oftentimes you see this, most of the time afterwards.
I mean, is that just some kind of orthographic convention?
The major
Doesn't mean anything different with the line there or not, right?
The major reason is that you don't want to see these two next to each other.
Okay.
Okay, because that would get confusing.
Right.
So instead of doing that, what they do is they would do something, like that, to show that this is separate from that.
Okay.
I don't know. Is that a good number actually?
Well, I know how to read now, so it's.
Okay.
I won't worry about the reason quite. You've told me the reason, but.
So, and that's more like a practical reason. I don't know if orthographically if that always applies, but it's very often that's how it works.
Okay. I think I've seen it occasionally, but it always throws me.
Alright. If thou shouldest mark iniquities, O Lord, who shall stand? For with thee there is forgiveness. What's the first note?
We end up on pause with so it's Ga.
Ga, which is different than all the previous ones that we had.
Of course.
Yep. Ga di ga vo ga di ke di ke di ke zor ke di ga vo ga di ke zor ke di ga ga vo pa vo ga di ke di ga vo ga di ga vo pa ga vo vo pa. Sorry, that's my fault. Ga ga vo vo pa.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
if you sang it the other way, no one would ever know.
Yep, no, he could do it in church.
Probably gonna sing this and think, oh, I screwed that up.
Yeah. Ke from Granting. Ke zo ke di ga di ga. All right. Any questions here on this one?
No.
The one thing to note is that we go to pa a lot on this one. If you notice, who was incarnate of the Virgin? Virgin, for he was crucified for our sake. It never goes back up to the ga area. And then, and arose on the back to pa. So this one kind of stays in that bottom section a lot. Which happens. It's not always common. Because normally you have the pa, then back to ga, to ke. This one doesn't do that very often. Alright. Let's, if thou shouldest mark iniquities, followed by the words, and then we're done. Na na. If thou shouldest mark iniquities, O Lord, who shall stand? For with thee there is forgiveness. We praise thy Savior, who was incarnate of the Virgin, for he was crucified for our sake, and arose on the third day, granting us great mercy. Yeah, the granting.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it?
granted.
I ended up a beat behind everybody else because I thought that was the Ra.
I thought it was an
because
Esau.
it's one right after that. Of course,
Yeah.
I
Okay,
realized
that's why. That's
Yeah.
I was going. I didn't.
sometimes it's, I think when I do this, I usually go through and like mark all the Esau's.
Yeah.
Some kind of outline, so I just know when they're coming and I'm not going wrong.
I see.
And the other thing, let's do the second line. For he was crucified for our sake, second and third. For he was crucified for our sake. So yeah, that. For he was crucified. So that's quick.
Yeah.
All right. And it was nice because it was funny because when we started for he was crucified, everyone started on pa because it said pa. So that was nice, as opposed to thinking it was something else. I like that.
Oh.
I was impressed. Everyone's just like, well, of course it's for because it says pa. Of course it's on pa. Okay.
All right.
I'm done. Cool. Any questions?
Nope.
All right. Christ is risen.
Truly.
Truly he is risen.